Welcome to today's video. Oh my gosh, you guys, let's get started because this is a good one. Do you remember this sweet little sign that we picked up when we went thrifting together? I actually spotted this beauty at my local Goodwill. I love everything about her. This home sweet home little sign here that you can see is actually starting to come undone. She has these beautiful flowers, which definitely need a little refresh, as you can see. I love the huge butterflies, but they could use a fresh coat of paint. So we are going to change her up a little bit. So let's get started. So first things first, the butterflies definitely need a new coat. So we need to get our first coat of primer on these. So I'm going to remove them. And if you remember on the back, everything is just kind of tied with the wire, so hopefully they'll come undone quite easily. So yeah, I'm gonna start with the butterflies, applying a fresh coat, and I'm also going to see if I can remove this with my scraper and use some sandpaper. So as you can see, I went to remove it and then I thought, you know what, it might be easier to get this lettering off if I just keep it on first and then remove this piece. But I've started to use my painter's tool going up underneath the letterings to help remove it. So can you see now that I have this side up, can you see how that looks? So I'm just going to continue this process the whole way down. Okay, so as you can see, I have removed all the lettering, yay. So now I'm going to come down here, and if you can see, this is where, let me see if I can show you, like, see how it's coming off on the leaves. I'm gonna try and just remove the rest of it to give it a nice smooth appearance. So as you can see here, to gently remove the butterflies, I'm just untwisting this wire. And there's quite a good bit. Look, I got the first butterfly off, and I wanted to show you this because I'm fixing to remove the rest of the wire. When I was removing the butterfly, the other half of the wire, which is right here, it just broke off. And I wanted to point that out, that sometimes this stuff happens, so it broke off, but don't let little stuff like that scare you. We're just gonna keep moving forward. It's a very easy fix. Oh my gosh, you guys, look, all the butterflies are off, and listen, okay. Just excuse all my messes. I'm downstairs. I'm not up at my crafting room because I don't want to wake anybody up because it's still really early. But listen, I have to be honest. The first butterfly was by far the easiest to remove. These other butterflies, especially this big one, oh my goodness, the wire was twisted in all sorts of directions and knots, but I got her done. So now I'm going to clean the butterflies off and give them a fresh coat of primer. Something that I want to point out that I think could be very helpful is that when I take stuff apart, I always keep it together. For instance, small, medium, large, I keep the wire that I took apart with the individual object. So that way, if I do use this wire again, I know this piece went with this butterfly. Does that make sense? So I always try to keep the stuff together instead of when I take it apart, I just put it all in one big pile, because then I'm like, okay, what wire went with this one? Is it gonna fit with this one? It just makes it a little bit easier. And for our primer today, we are going to be using this white. I picked mine up from Michael's, but you can actually get yours from any arts and crafts store. Hopefully you can see here that it's a surface primer for acrylic and oil paints. It's acid-free and non-yellowing, and it's non-cracking and fast drying, so this will be perfect. So I wanted to show you that I have this white picket fence. There's actually, I think there's four in here. Let me turn it this way so you can see. That I had picked up from Hobby Lobby, and I think I'm going to use this in my project. I really like it. I think it will add a nice touch. And I want to show you this. This is a candle ring. I love these. It's actually, if you can see the tag here, it's a candle ring. It's for a 3-inch candle. I always buy these, especially around fall. Absolutely love them, but guess what? I never use them for candles ever. I do use them in my decor, which you are about to see, but I do not use them for candles. So if you're looking for something like this, what I love is that you can easily like fold them, twist them to whatever position you need. Like, look at that. I love it because of the wire. So this is just something to think about when you're decorating. Okay, so you know what we're going to do now? We're going to remove the leaves, remove this, and start with a completely clean slate. Okay, now that we have this clean slate, I just want you to really look at her for a second and just imagine what you would do with it. And do you have any ideas what I'm going to do with it so far? Okay, I just thought it would be kind of fun to play along. Just think about it. And then let's see if what I do with it matches what you thought I would do with it, right? So, all right, so here we go. So the next video clip that you're going to see is her completely done. And then I'll talk you through why I did what I did. Oh my gosh, here she is. Is she not the cutest thing? I absolutely love her. This is the best $5 Goodwill purchase I have ever made. I'm so in love with it. And listen, we're going to talk about it because I know you're looking at it right now and you're like, where are the big butterflies? And the little white banner that goes across the top, right? Listen, you guys saw at the beginning of the video, I just knew I was going to use those items, but let me tell you, when I brought out this little white picket fence and I laid it across here, I fell in love and I knew instantly what I wanted to do, and it did not include the big butterflies. In fact, it instantly also gave me an idea for my Easter porch decor that I am going to use the big butterflies and the little banner that was on the top, because I absolutely love it. But this is what happens when you start creating. Sometimes you have an idea and you follow through with it, or sometimes you just change it up. So here it is. It's all changed up. So I added this little white picket fence that I showed you. And on the front, because you guys know I love miniatures, you may recognize these butterflies from my little miniature haul that I showed you. Those are from Michael's. I hot glued those on to my little fence here. And then I had a package of these little baskets. I love these. I always pick these up every year from Hobby Lobby. And I just cut the basket in half and made like a little flat back, and then I hot glued it on. And I also hot glued in my little bunny, my little flower, and my little egg back here. And then I just popped in a few of these loose beads. And then over here I have this little miniature set of boots that I also picked up from Michael's. And then if you remember, I showed you I love the candle rings because you can use this just to wrap around things. So I would just take and cut and wrap. And you'll notice I have other colors on here, like the yellows and the purples. Those were part of the flower stems, as you can see here. They actually came in some of the flower stems. These were from Michael's and I absolutely love them. Because it is spring, I really wanted some, and it's a garden, I just really wanted some beautiful, like free-flowing wild flowers. That's one of the things that I really loved when we lived over in Germany, was just all the wild flowers and gardens. It was just so pretty. And then as you can see here, I just wrapped everything around and I think it just looks so beautiful. And then up here, you see my cute little garden sign. This actually came on a little pole, and I can't remember if I picked this up from Michael's or Hobby Lobby, but from one of those, I picked this up, and then what I did was I took the pole off, and then I just hot glued on the sweet little butterfly. But I love it so much. It's gonna look beautiful with my spring Easter decor that I have planned. And I hope you enjoy it too. So as always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Keep getting inspired, keep crafting, keep doing. And as always, I'll see you in the next video.